YouTube, what's happening? It is Wednesday, April 2nd. We're going to talk about the MLB because Wednesday is usually day game day, and you can see there's a lot of games today. Everybody's playing. Yeah, very little night game, but it's spread out so nicely. So if you can see the game somehow, you can watch baseball all day. So it's pretty nice. Let's go look at a little recap of yesterday, shall we? We took these plays here. Evaldi had a gem. Duke did a complete game shutout. Easily hit the over. Baz hit his over pitching outs. That's what PO is, pitching outs. Arizona Yankees easily hit the over. KC didn't win. St. Louis lost an extra. San Fran won. Good job, San Fran. Mize hit the over 4.5 strikeouts. Good job. Seattle's batting is still bad. Severino, no. Edmund, yes. So see, we had a good 6-3 day overall. Can't complain. Love days like that. If you want the plays typed out for every single sport I do, or you want access to the spreadsheet, that's what it's going to look like. I just got to fill the stuff in once we get to game 10. Some teams are like Colorado's on game 4 still. Like, what are we doing? So either way, if you want that, all you got to do is go to the HQ right there. So that'll be ready in a few days. Everybody will be at 10 games here literally by next week. So other than that, we have everyone's playing today, 15 games. You see everyone and their mama out there trying to play some baseball. So enough of that. Let's stop wasting time. Jump to the first game right now. All right, first game is going to be Texas and Cincy. Starts at 12:40 Eastern. Ooh, early. It is Cincy 130 with an 8.5. Let's pop over. Let's see. You can see some records. We can use this for now for records. 4-2, 2-3 Cincy. See how they're doing. Let's go over to the pitchers. We have Hunter Green and Jack Leiter going out today. Hunter, let's go ahead and break it down. Hunter was 9-5 last year with a 2.75 of 150 innings against righties. You see how Texas did last year. We still haven't got 2025 yet. They'll update that soon. This is Outlier, by the way. Link in the description. You can see everything, all the numbers there. Pretty good, nothing crazy. Against Hunter Green, historically, is what we really care about. We can see over 2, 4, what was that? 3 for 7 with a home run from Jock. Over 2, yep, a lot of O's. So, and we go up, we flip sides because Leiter's going out there for Texas, and we see Leiter was 0-3 with an 8.83 on only 35 innings last year. So, not the best. So we come down, we see how since he was against righties on their end, you can see the numbers there. Against Jack Leiter, they never paced him. So that's good for Jack, but I don't know. So let's go look at the numbers completely. Hunter Green outs. Up until the end of the season, dude was like a consistent 6 innings, man. You can see 17.35. Last 2 games, it kind of fell off a little bit, but yeah, still pretty good overall. He hit this line in 65% of his games on outs. Strikeouts, yeah, his numbers at 6.5. Texas is not one of those teams you mess with strikeouts. They're always in the middle. They're not great or bad at striking out. They just kind of hang in the middle from last year. Because we're seeing that the strikeouts from last year, the Bostons, your Seattles, your teams that struggle with strikeouts are still struggling with strikeouts. Your teams that are good, your Cleveland, your San Diego, those teams are still good at not striking out. So that's a trend we can still follow. So you see all that. We go to hits. He's good at not giving up hits. Pretty good overall. And against Cincy's offense, not Cincy, versus Texas offense, who he did, that might be good. 4.5 under. How many innings was he averaging? 5.2 in his games was his average. He had some go to 7. Obviously, the better games went to 7. The worst games went to 4. So let's go earned runs. Whole year, he only went over 2.5 7 times. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Are they expecting Texas to tee off on this man? I don't know if I am. Let's pop over to Jack and take a look. Oh, Jacket boy, what we got? 2024. He earned runs 2.5. He gave up a lot of earned runs. He gave up at least 2.5 at every game but 1. If he was in the game, runs were scored. So, did you get any better, good sir? Yeah, strikeouts. Last game he got the 6 hits. He gave up hits. How many innings were you pitching? 2, 4, 1. Okay, yeah, he is. Man, I don't know if this dude got any better, but yeah. I don't know. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go over this. I think, let's see. I need to see this. Hold up. Let me flop back over here and take a look at this. You versus you. Your numbers, they love righties. He's a righty. He had a terrible ERA. I don't think he's gonna, you don't get amazing after being this. You just don't. I think I'm gonna go with since he's getting some runs here. Let's see, especially Ellie using the torpedo bat. It's not that big a deal, but it's still fun to talk about. So it's funny that it's working. That's the main thing. It's like, what? So everybody but Judge. All right. 8.5. Hunter's been known. Okay. Hunter does have a history, but he's been shutting them down too. So since he pitching good, Texas pitching bad. We're taking Cincy on the money line. We've already decided this. What's this? Cincy minus 130? Yep. All that for a money line for Cincinnati. We're going to trust Hunter Green to do good. We're going to trust Leiter to do poorly. And we're going to take Cincinnati to win the game next. Our game 2 is going to be Pittsburgh and Tampa. It is currently Pitt 118 on the road. 7 is the total. That's a total right there, isn't it? Spreadsheet. You can see the records: 1-5 for Pitt, 4-1 for Tampa. Let's pop over to the players. We want some pitchers. Let's pick the right game. Let's get the pictures. We got Pepio, and it's Skeens Day. Oh, that's a fun one. Skeens versus Tampa. Man, what a man. I could have went to the game. Shameful. Oh, whatever. There's going to be 1,000 tickets available easily. Even though it's 11,000 seat stadium for Tampa, it's still not being sold out because of the location. Oh man, let's look at the matchup. Pepio versus Pittsburgh. Pepio was 8-8, 3-6 last year. 2024 Pittsburgh versus righties. They did fairly well. The numbers aren't that impressive though. Like 194 is green, 2-7, 2-4, 2-5. Average, nothing crazy. Against Pepio, 1 for 4, 0 for 2, 0 for 2, 1 for 4. You see no home runs, a couple RBIs, nothing to talk about. Skeens was 11-3 last year with a 196. Obviously a beast, rookie of the year. And we can see against righties, this is how Tampa did last year. Again, mid, nothing really stands out. Skeens. Diaz has a home run off him, 1 for 3, or 2 for 3 with a home run off him, 1 for 4. Yeah, so that's very low sample size, but that could be something you could look at. Skeens is touchable. When you cut him, he bleeds. So, yeah, that could be a play. Let's look at closer. Pepio, last 10 earned runs. You can see how he did. Strikeouts, you can see how he did. 6.5. I don't think so. There's no chance. He only had 3 last year. 2024, he did this. His one start, he has 8 strikeouts in his one start against Colorado. Colorado is one of the bottom 5 teams in strikeouts. Don't let it fool you. Don't get it twisted. So this is what he did last year. He only hit this number in 9 to 26 games. Nah, not a chance. And then we got old Skeens strikeouts against Tampa. That's gonna be fun. Let's see. His first start, he had 7 strikeouts. It's 7.5. Last year, he hit over 7.5 in 13 of 23 games. Very hit or miss. He faced Tampa once and struck out 8, and that was in June. So we have some info. 1 earned run. Yeah, pretty good. Pitching outs, that's a fun one. What's his number at? 17.5. If he goes 18 pitching outs, that's 6 innings. Does he go 6 full innings where he gets pulled? I think that's more likely than him getting 8 strikeouts. So I don't think Tampa is 4-1. I don't think they tee off on him to the point they pull him. So it should be 202. You can get all the way down to 118 because nobody's thinking about pitching outs. No one thinks about it. So all your books offer it, but everybody and their mom are going to be drooling over the strikeout prop for some reason. So, but no. I think Skeens gets us 6 outs, 6 innings. He gets 6 solid innings and they pull him. And he don't go to the 7th. So, yeah. So we're going to take Skeens over 17.5 PO. Because all I got to do is look at his innings from last year. His OOTS, and I go 2024. Look at that. That was him last year. 18 is 6 full innings. Now, obviously, he shut him down kind of close to the end, but yeah, you can tell pretty much consistently. He averaged 17.3. I'm okay with that. I'm taking the over next. Next up, we got Kansas City and Milwaukee, and we see it is Milwaukee 115 at home, 7.5 is our total. Records 2-3 for KC, 1-4 for Milwaukee. Pop over to some pitchers, put it on the right game again. Brewers, there we go. Who we got? We got Cole Reagans versus Freddie Peralta. Nice. Let's look at that little matchup we got going. Peralta, 11-9 last year, 368. Has never faced KC, apparently. That's fun. You can see how KC hits righties. You can see, take a look at that. Cool. Peralta versus 214 and 14 at bats, 0 for 2, 0 for 2, 0 for 4, 1 for 4. Pretty good overall. I would say Peralta pretty much shuts down the rolls. That's pretty damn good. The role players. He has a face like Bobby Witt. So, yeah, he hasn't faced Vinny. I mean, come on. Let's flop sides, and we go over to Reagans. Reagans was 11-9, 314, 3 ERA in 6 innings versus Milwaukee in his career. Versus Reagans, you can see he has not given up anything. Over zeros galore across the board. Against lefties, though, you see a Milwaukee hits 303, 300, 322, bunch of mid twos, but the history against Reagans, it's only one game. It's only one game, but it's indicative that maybe they don't do well. So against him, I don't know what to do yet to this one. So far, I'm not liking this game straight up. So let's go ahead and now let's just jump to 2024, and we go to strikeouts. That was his number, 4.5. Oh, this is hits allowed with strikeout. This is next. Hits allowed, 4.5. That's what he did last year. Strikeouts is 6.94 was his average. 6.5 is the line. Of course it is. Head to head, you can see against Milwaukee, he struck out 8 when he faced him in May last year. Cool. You could take that. Reagan strikeouts could be a fun one. What else do we want to say? Well, how did he do in his first game against Cleveland? He only struck out 3. It was Cleveland. Cleveland doesn't strike out, I told you. So they average like less than 4 a game, or right around 4 a game. So let's go to the other side. Brought out strikeouts 2024. How have you done? 6.21 was your average. Your number's 5.5. Head to head, you never faced them, so obviously it doesn't have anything. We look at our hits. We see not many hits allowed overall. Pretty good matchup in pitchers. It's 7.5. Man. I almost want to take an under first 5, but I hate doing those. I'm not liking any of these numbers, to be honest. To be frank, I'm not liking it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not liking anything in here. Even the pitching outs is cool for Reagan's, maybe, but you can tell he gets the 6, and he very rarely goes 7. He very rarely, but they will pull him before too at 17, which is annoying. That's annoying. Let him finish. 5 2/3 pisses me off. Just let him go 6. All right, I don't like this game. No, teams are just. I'm gonna pass on this one. We have 15 games. I'm gonna pass on a couple of them, maybe 3 or 4 of them. So I'm gonna tell you right up front, that's what's gonna happen. If you don't have a good feeling, you move on to the next one. Pass. All right, next up we got Angels and Cardinals, and we can see it is 146 St. Louis with an 8.5 total. Let's look at some records real quick. 4-1, 3-2 for St. Louis. Nothing crazy. Pop over to the props. We have Sonny Gray and Kikuchi going out there. Yeah, Sonny Gray. Strikeouts 5.5. Obviously, last 10 games, pretty damn good. Whole year, pretty damn good. He averaged 7.25 last year. This year, this man had food poisoning, and he still had 6 strikeouts in this game. That is telling you something, because if you've had food poisoning, you know it takes a few days to get rid of the feelings and get your energy back. This man still came out and dealed against Minnesota. It's impressive. Now he's facing LA, I believe they were bottom 10 strikeouts last year. I don't remember exactly. They were kind of like in the range where you kind of forgot about them. So, but 7.1 was his average last year in the last 10, 7.2 on the season. I love it. What else we got? Oh, we gotta look at the matchups. What am I talking about? 13-9, 3.84 against LA. He is 1-0, but he had a 7.5 ERA. Not good. 6th inning, that's his career. We don't know when that was. Against Sonny Gray, you can see how they do. 1 for 3, 1 for 2 with a home run, 400 for Anderson, and 15 at bats. So, yeah, you can see some of the stuff there. Some great, some like 091, 167. Some of these are good, some of these are bad. Obviously, this is a career since 2018, and you can see how they are against righties. So, all right, let's flip to the other side, and we're going to flip to Kikuchi versus St. Louis. Kikuchi 9-10 with a 4.05 ERA last year against lefties. You see how St. Louis does. You can look at that. Kikuchi had Nolan, 0 for 3, no data. So cool. We come back up here. I'm gonna tell you, I like Sonny Gray strikeouts. We're gonna look at everything else real quick, just so I can say I showed you, because I do. Hits, last 10. We can see the outs. You can see earned runs. Yeah, sometimes Sonny Gray gets popped, but guess what? He may give up 5 or 6 runs, but guess what? He going to get his strikeouts on the way too. He's going to get it regardless. So, yeah, 7.6.5 is the number. Last 10, you see what? Why is this? Why did it change? Oh, it changed to 6.5. No, man. No, man. There was 5.5 on the board. Put that back. Thank you. 5.5. Thank you very much. Let's go look at Kikuchi real quick, because he's pretty good too with strikeouts. You can see his last 10, 2024, 6.4 is a 5.5. Not bad. His one game so far, he had 5 strikeouts against the White Sox. The AL Central leading White Sox. They're hiding a big group, obviously, but it's still funny to say. Hits. Yeah, and earned runs, you can see that there. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to take Sonny Gray strikeouts over 5.5. That's my play. Next. All right, next we got Minnesota and Chicago. The White Sox, the one we just talked about, at Minnesota 185. I don't think so. 7.5 is our total. Let me show you the 1-4, 2-3. Look at the Chicago doing big things. 2 wins is big things for them. So. Pitching, Pablo and Burke. That's all we have for strikeouts today. All right, so that makes it a lot easier. All right, so yeah, one prop to choose from. Let's start. Burke 2-0, 142 last year, 19 innings. Okay, cool. So we don't know much about him. Minnesota versus Sean Burke, Minnesota versus righties. They do like the righties. That was last year. They're starting off rough this year though, and they never faced him. So flip sides, if we come back, we got Lopez 15-10 with a 4.08. He had a 5 ERA against Chicago. Chicago teed off on him a little bit, looks like. History against righties. That's all Chicago is. You can check that out. Pablo. Oh, yeah, you see some of this. Nothing's, yeah, I mean, they're not bad. It's all pretty good, especially like 231, 250. Not bad. Let's look. Do we want to take strikeouts? Because I'm not, I'm not touching Minnesota 185. I'm sorry. I can't. They're 1-4. No shot. Strikeouts 2024. He hit over 4.5 in all 3 of his games. He pitched in last year. He's one game this year. He got, was that you that got right? You pitched 6 innings. Did you give up literally that many earned runs? I can't even look at it. Probably did because it was 8. No, you had 1 earned run because it was LA. Yeah. I'm not used to seeing so many numbers next to Chicago that are good. Damn. Oh, let's look at Pablo. What you got for strikeouts, buddy? 2024, you see what he did. That is not good. That's not a good percent. 2025, you didn't do good here. Yeah, this is one of those ones that I can't say nothing else. It's a pass. Next. Washington and Toronto is next with it's a pick 'em basically with an 8.5. You want to see some records? We got 1-4, 4-2 for Toronto. And we go to the props. Who's pitching? Mackenzie Gore and I don't know. I have to go to a list now. Let's go to the list. Let's find out who's facing them. Toronto, Easton Lucas. All right. Created player number 7. I see you. All right, cool. Let's go back. Let's go to props. Go back to props and see what we got. Mackenzie Gore, outs. He's very consistent here. Man, pitching outs are so underrated. So underrated. Especially if you know they're not going to, hopefully don't get rocked. Hopefully. You always got to say that. Strikeouts, this man popped off for multiple 10 strikeout games. His average is only 5.66. This man was the definition of boom or bust. You're going to get both. You could get 10 or you can get 1. So it's up to you. 5.5 though, man. Look at his last game. Look at his list. Last game. 13. Dude came out dealing against Philly, and that was amazing. Like, I might just take this again because he has 13. Like, all you need 6. You can get 6 for us, right? Let's look at your matchup. Oh, Lucas, you're not a creative player. We'll come back to you. Hold on. Gore, 10-12, 3.9, 1.66. History with a 6 ERA. Only 3 innings against Toronto. Against lefties, Washington, it is not that good. You can even see their K rates over here. 27%, 26, 36, 26. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a Mackenzie Gore strikeout day. I like this. Wait, that's... Hell, this might be... I said that wrong. This is Easton Lucas strikeout day. What's Toronto against lefties? Oh, even worse, even better. What's their strikeouts? 20, 25, 31, 21, 35. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's... Yeah. Nothing good. There's a home run for Vlad, but Vlad's hit a home run off people. That's fine. There's not enough data for the averages. Yep. Easton, let's look at you. 1-0, 1.8. Okay, cool. Against Washington. We just saw Washington. I just showed you. Hey, somebody's 2-2 with a 2. Low is that. Okay, cool. Whatever. I'm taking, yeah, I've already decided. I'm taking Gore. I'm taking over 5.5 Ks. You can't talk me out of it. It's plus 110 too. Yeah, give me that. I'll take that next. All right, next we got Cubs in the Athletics. We can see, there it is. It's 115 for the Athletics. They're favored. 9 is our total. Let's look over at this. 2-4 for the A's, 4-4 for the Cubs, 4-4 for the Cubs. They played 8 games already. Colorado's played 4. Colorado, get your shit together. Let's look at the props, see what we got. Who's going out there? Jameson Italian versus Jeffrey Springs. That's a kind of a mid versus mid matchup if I ever heard one. 2-2 for Springs, 3.27 against the Cubs. Cubs against lefties. They have done pretty decently last year. We got some 300s out there. We got some home runs against Springs. Not much. No home runs, not much data at all. Okay, cool. Flop sides, everybody switch. We go to Italian. Italian was 12-8 with a 3.27 against Oakland last year and in history. That's what it was. Home run, nothing. 400. There's no real data here. And then you can see how they do against righties. So let's look at the overall stats for the pitchers themselves. 2024 strikeouts, 3.5 was your number, but you barely hit 4. I don't like that. I don't like taking strikeout props for a dude who's not really a strikeout guy. Does that make sense? So I want people to get 6, 7, 8. I want schemes getting strikeouts. Hits, no. Earned runs, no. I'm not feeling it. Let's go Springs 2024. What you got? Earned runs. You didn't pitch that much, obviously. Strikeouts, no. Hits, No. Oakland. The Athletics are favored. I don't like that. What's up with that? I don't get it. I don't want no part of this. Pass 100%. Next. Our next up is Cleveland, San Diego. Good one. It is 180 for San Diego. Damn. 7.5 is our total. Let's look at the. Yeah, oh, that's why, because San Diego's on fire right now. 6-0, just crushing teams all of a sudden. Cleveland's 2-3. Let's go to props. Who's pitching? Dylan Cease. Ben Lively. That's a good. Okay, I see why San Diego's favored now. That makes sense. Let's do the matchup first. Cease, 2024, 14-11. Had 7 shutout innings against Cleveland the one time he faced him in his career. 3.47 last year ERA. Cleveland versus righties. You see the numbers there. Cease, though, there's some more data, but not good. 0.95 and 28 at bats is terrible. 185 and 27 is terrible. We have 571 for not good. 318 and 22 is actually good. Quan is good. We know Quan is one of those players that Quan's going to get on base. You just shut everybody else down. You're good. So flop sides. Let's go. Boop, boop. 13 and 10, 381 for Lively against San Diego, against righties. They love their righties. We know this. Against Lively, they have not done too well. Now, it was only one game. Yes, Lively had a hell of a game. So what do we do here? Probably we're not going to take strikeouts for either team, because either top two don't take strikeouts against teams. We just don't do it. So you see the strikeouts, you want to take it, don't do it. Take something else. Earned runs, 2024, he averaged 2.3. It's 1.5. That would be Cleveland giving up runs, though, getting runs off of this team that's playing so well. I don't know if I can do that. Hits, he does give up hits, 4.2 and a 3.5. How many outs does he get? Yeah, well, he had the complete beautiful game he had last year, there for all third. So let's go over to Ben. Big Ben, what you got for us? 31 on earned runs. You don't give up many earned runs. Strikeouts, I wouldn't touch, but yeah, it looks good, but I don't to go for it. That's all I'm saying. Go for it. It's 3.5 for a reason. Hits, you can see. Outs, neither one's good. Okay. The only thing I know is that San Diego likes batting against righties, and Lively head-to-head last year did have 16 pitching outs. How many earned runs did he have last year? Two against San Diego. This was in July. Yeah. Hits, he gave up 6 hits. Man, I don't love this one. I don't trust San Diego. I just don't. I know they're 6-0. I get it. I understand. But Cleveland's not a bad team, so pass. I told you I'm going to pass on a few today. We're passing. Next. All right, next up we got Detroit and Seattle. Where is it at? Down here. It is 118 for Detroit. 6.5 is our total. Let's look at the spreadsheet so we can get some numbers real quick. 2-3, 2-4 for the teams. That's cool. Pop along over here. Louis Castillo versus, it's Scooble Day. Ooh, I got a little excited about that one. Just like Mesquine's like, ooh. But let's do the matchups first. Let's match it up. Castillo 11-12, 3.64 last year. We'll see Detroit against righties. Now, Detroit's bats don't look that great. We know this. I am curious. Let me look at yesterday real quick, because I'm kind of curious. Detroit did get 4 runs yesterday against Mr. Gilbert, but they did. How many times they strike out? That's another question, because that was a topic of debate, was the how many we were going to have for Gilbert on his strikeouts. Box score. How much do they strike out is the question. Gilbert. There it is. Gilbert had 10 strikeouts. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Detroit's bats are not the best. They're bottom 5. Let's be honest. They're just not good. Against Castillo, you can see they have done quite a little. There's not enough data here. 36 though. That's a lot of data. 250 basic. No home runs. You've done basically nothing in 36 at bats. Flop sides. Let's go to this Mr. Cy Young. 18 and forward. 239 against lefties. You see how they do against Scooble. They've actually had success in history with a home run. He gives us some home runs, but other than that, 308. Man, let's go to numbers. I don't know. Let's look at the hits. 2024, 5.27, 4.5 could be against Detroit. No, can't do that. Sorry. Strikeouts. No. Earned runs. Against Detroit, though, I don't know if I can trust Detroit's offense. I don't know if I can do it. How many runs are they scoring a game right now? Let's look. They played 6 games now. They're popping us a little bit of offense. Yeah. 4, 9, 3, 5, 4. I could take this. That could be a play. That could be a sneaky play no one thinks about today. Outs. He's very consistent. 17.5. Let's look at Scooble, obviously. His number will be slightly inflated because everyone's going to be looking at Scooble. We just know this. Earn runs, strikeouts, pitching outs. Ooh, the pitching out looks good. 18.6 on a 17.5. How'd he do in his first game? Only 15, but it was the first game. They probably eased him in a little bit. There's no point. So he likes to go six, sometimes a 6 1/3, a lot, 6 2/3. Yeah. Oh, it's 210. Why is it so much? Can I get 18 just to even 18? 20 and a half. What the hell? Can I go custom? Oh, I can't. No. Can I? Done. Anybody offering that one? No. Damn, bastards. All right. Whatever. Whatever. I think I'm going to go because he earn runs over. I just, why not? That's just, which means I think Scooble deals, which means I think Detroit wins. Detroit minus 118 is better than anything else I would take. So that's 190. That's 192. So yeah, let's just take Detroit win on. Why not? Scooble gets a bunch of innings. Yeah, Castillo gives up runs. Detroit went on. Next up is San Fran and Houston. Took San Fran to win yesterday. They did their job. Good job, guys. Let's see what the number is. Where is it? It's up here. Okay, it's 160 for Houston today with an 8 as a total. Spreadsheet numbers 2 and 3, 4 and 1 for San Fran. Good deal. Pitchers, we got it's Fromberg going out there versus Landon Roop. Okay, I see why Houston's favored now. That makes sense. Look at the strikeouts, just fell off. That's a trend. All right, about a 1507, 291 against lefties. You see how San Fran does. They tend to like them some lefties last year. Yeah, 318, 311. Yeah, love them lefties. Against him, though, not so much. They like basic lefties, not good lefties, and he's a good lefty. So, yeah. Swap size, boop, boop. And we got Roop, 1 and 2 last year with a 3.58. Only pitched in 50 innings. So, against righties, you see how Houston is. Against Roop, they is 1 and 3. Not much data here, so we'll see if any of these things look good from last year. Strikeouts, he's not a strikeout dude. Then he became a strikeout dude, and he's not a strikeout dude anymore. Very weird. Hits, 4.5 against a team that can get hits like San Fran, who likes lefties. Generally, they have a better chance of getting I think they have a better chance hitting this number overall. Against them last year, they had 8. So come on. Probably going to take his hits allowed because he is a lefty and it is San Fran. Makes sense. So anything else, earn runs, I'm not going to touch earn runs. Man, 8. Oof. Outs, all over the place, no. Go back over you. I don't have much. We don't have any information on this man. Strikeouts, no. We're going this man. We're going to go hits. He faced him once, gave up 8 last year. He averages 507. It's 4.5. It's a good number. I'm gonna take it. So we're gonna take Valdez over 4.5 hits next. All right, Mets and Marlins are up next. Let's see, 205 for the Mets. What? 8.5. That's a lot. Let's look at the records. 2 and 3, 4 and 2. We have that pulled up. Let's go to the props. Who's pitching? Gillespie and Clay Holmes. All right, I'm already feeling a pass. I can tell you right now, I'm not feeling this. Gillespie, nothing. He only pitched 8 innings last year, so no data on him. Mets first righties, you see how they did. It's Gillespie over 1, no data. We flip sides, we go to Holmes. Holmes 3 and 5 to 314, only 63 innings, so nothing there. So we need to see how they did against Holmes. 1 for 1 and 1 for 1, literally no data at all. 2024. Gillespie doesn't even register anything in 24 because he pitched so little. But this season, he's already pitched. He gave up 3 earned runs to Pittsburgh. He struck out 4. He gave up 4 hits. Cool. If we go to the other side, Clay Holmes, 2024. Even he's not popping up anything. Like, come on, guys. Nothing? I can't see nothing. Okay. That's fine. 5 hits. What was that? 4 strikeouts and how many earned runs? 2. Yeah, this is one of those ones we don't have nothing from the pitchers. No. It's going to be a pass. Next. All right, next up we got Boston and Baltimore, which we have 116 Boston with a 7.5 total. Records 1 and 4 for Boston, 3 and 2 for Baltimore. Let's look at the props. We got, it's Crochet, and he just signed I think I saw he signed a big extension yesterday. I don't trust anything I saw yesterday. Yeah, if it was on yesterday, I'll believe it when I see it again. So Eflin, see, Crochet strikeouts is probably going to be the thing people are going to look at, but the man's number 7.5, and I don't know, he hasn't really been performing all that much when it comes to that number last year. Like, yeah, some of these games, but then like lately, I mean, can he do it? Absolutely. If you look at 2025, what happened? He only had 4 against Texas. It's like now you're facing Baltimore. Baltimore's pretty disciplined overall. They don't strike out much, so I'm a little concerned. Let's go to matchup though. Let's break it down. Eflin 10-9, 3.59 against Boston versus Eflin. You can see they had teed off on this man a little bit. 429 to 510 at bats with a home run for Abreu. Ooh, okay, that might be a Boston day right here. This is looking Boston-ish to me. Let's go Boston, Baltimore. Crochet 6-12. White Sox 3.59 against Baltimore at a 3 ERA in 6 innings. Let's see how they did against him last year. This is all one game. You can tell he gave up a home run to O'Neill, gave up a home run to Richmond, Adley. We'll see. You can see, yeah, that's it. It's a combination of players that equaled out about one game. Against lefties, you see how they do. Baltimore's pretty decent against lefties overall, so I'm still leaning Boston. Let's go to the props. Let's look, not the props, but go back to him. Yeah, 2024 earned runs. You see what he did the whole season. Hits, outs. No, I'm not feeling none of that. Let's see, hits, earned runs. And Eflin was good. What did he do in his first game? Yeah, 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2-2-2. All right, he just did what he had to do. All right, cool. And they won the game, right? Yeah, 12-2 they won. All right, I don't trust Eflin. Man, I just no, this is too good. Once we start getting batter data and my sheet starts getting filled out, we'll start being more confident in plays. But right now, if it ain't there, we ain't taking it. Not today. Don't rush it. Pass. Next. Our next week, Colorado and Philly. See if we can find some value here. Colorado's finally playing another game. Good job, guys. 320. 300 in baseball is like 300 in hockey. You look at it and go, what? Okay. If this was the Dodgers, they'd probably lose because that's what happens last 2 years, really. Let's go to the spreadsheet. We can see 1-3, 3-1. Oh, Philly has only played 4 games as well. Good to know. Props. Who's going out there? Wheeler and Freeland. Okay, freewheeling. All right. 16-7 for Wheeler, 2.56. Never faced Colorado. That's about to change. That's all right. You see what they do? No. What? Okay, these players have faced Wheeler, but he's never faced Colorado. Okay, that makes sense. All right, okay, got it. I see. This is why we're doing it this way. Gotcha. Cool. Bang, bang. We flopped Freeland 5-8, 5-2-4. Not the Philly bats are not good against Freeland. Freeland's actually doing kind of good. Look at these numbers, except for like Castellanos has 3 home runs and 14 at bats. Maybe Castellanos HRR. Maybe Turner's got 2, but it's 33 at bats. Ugh. What's the over under? It is okay. Let's go. Hits 2024. Hits 3.5 for Wheeler. I don't know about that against the Rockies. What's his strikeouts? Colorado's one of those teams that strikeouts a bunch. And yeah, he averaged 8.5. He only went on his number 8 times last year. That's very concerning. I'm not touching that. They know Colorado strikes out a bunch too. Earned runs, outs. Ugh. All right. Freeland, show me what you got. 2024. Hits allowed pretty high. Strikeouts, no. I might go with strikeouts. It's high for a reason. We said the same thing about Logan yesterday. It's like, why is it so high? He still struck out 10 because that's just what it was. Wheeler might just deal today. He literally might just deal against Colorado because that was against Miami. That was against Philly last year. Philly. That was Washington. San Francisco's pretty good. Pitt, yeah. Damn, it's a lot. Oh, it's plus 102. Can I get a better line? Alt line me, please. Alt line 7.5 is 200. That's too much. That's too much. Nope. I'm gonna take Philly. I can't take Philly in the money line. It's 320. What? My God, I'm not taking Philly on a run line when they're 3-1. Colorado's 1-3. You know what? I'm gonna take Philly run line. I think Philly crushes. I think Wheeler crushes really. So I'm gonna take Philly minus 1.5. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna trust Philly at home to take them by 1.5. I don't want to take the props, but I think he deals. 8.5 feels like too much. It just does. And I just don't trust Freeland. I just don't. Earned runs for Freeland. Yeah, it's all over the place. No. How do you do his one game so far? He had that. Who was that against? It was Tampa. No. Nothing stands out. No. Yeah, we're going Philly 1.5. Next. All right, Arizona Yankees. Come on down. Let's see. It is 135 for New York. Let's look over at the total of what? 8. Cool. Spreadsheet records 3-1, 3-2. Torpedoes finally lost. Let's look at the numbers. Oh, guys, Rodon. And it's Rodon versus Gollin. All right, cool. Look at these little matchup we got here. Matchup first. Carlos 60-9, 396. Against lefties, you see how Arizona does. They do fairly well when 5 of their dudes are over 300. That's pretty good. Carlos overall against Arizona, 400, 250, a lot of mid twos. That's not good for him. You want to see a bunch of zeros and things like that. Already leaning Arizona. Let's go and flop sides. We go to Arizona and Yankees. Gollin is 14-6 with a 3.65. Had 0 ERA in 16 innings against the Yankees in his history. Historically, yeah, look at that. Yeah, Gollin shoves against the Yankees. Even who gives a damn they got good bats or not? Don't care. Don't care. Overall against righties, Gollin's been pretty damn good. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing here. Arizona's plus 120. What, plus 1.5, 170? Might take that. Let's look at Cardinals 24. Earned runs all over the place. Strikeouts. Yeah, dude was pitching like crazy on some strikeouts. Head to head though, because Arizona only had 3 last year in April. So yeah, not the best. So that was literally his lowest of the. No, we had a 2 against San Diego of all teams. Oh, hits, outs, pitching outs. Okay, cool. And then we got Zach. Oh, easy strikeouts, hits, outs, earned runs. Yeah, no, the bats are doing good. I think Gollin's better. I'm gonna take Arizona. I'm gonna take Arizona straight up on the money line. So yeah, give me that plus 120. Give me that plus 120 action. Arizona money line next. Last game, Braves Dodgers. Dodgers by a lot. You know why. This is why. 0-6, 7-0. I mean, it's the literal most possible mismatch you could have. It's hilarious because Atlanta is free falling. Dodgers are just crushing. So pitchers. Let's go. Who we got? Elder versus Blake Snell. It's Blake Snell day. Oh shit. It's 235, 1.5. LA's 1.5 at 115. I'm probably taking it. I'll show you everything. Let's do the matchups like we always do. 5.3, 312 for Snell. Let's see against Snell. Let's see. They don't do well. They don't do well against lefties. They do okay. They got all right, but Snell's different. You can see how they do against Snell. Not good. So let's swap sides. Boop to Elder. Boop. 25652. My God. Look at that. Look at the numbers against Elder. They have been teeing off on him a little bit. Freeman stuff for the time. 253, 500. Yeah. Let's stop playing. Let's just quit playing here. Like, no, we're going LAD minus 1.5. I told you I'm gonna take LAD 1.5 or Edmond. Pretty much that's all I'm gonna take for a while. So this is an LAD spread day, not an Edmond day. So I mean, Edmond might do well. It is a lefty, right? No, he's a righty. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Earned runs. Let's go 2024. Let me show you everything so I can say I did it. Strikeouts, not bad. Not bad. A little bit. Head to head against the Dodgers last year. This was in May. He had 4 strikeouts, 7 earned runs, 7 earned runs. Jesus. And then we got Blake Snell, 2024. Just disgusting on strikeouts. 7.5. I mean, you could just take that easily too for plus 102. But I'm gonna say I'm just gonna take LA minus 1.5 and end it there because I think we're good. That's a lot of games. We broke everything down. Now tomorrow, thankfully, it's a nice easy day. I need a break. It's a lot for baseball already. So, I need to get my sheet together. My sheet, not my shit. My sheet together. We got 5 games tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll break these games down. I appreciate you being here. Drop a like and subscribe. It helps the channel. We're trying to grow here. If you want the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheets when they're complete, obviously, for all the sports that I do, go check out the HQ. Other than that, let me know in the comments what you're playing, and I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday, travel day, for some more MLB.